First of all, I can say honestly, I have never, ever woken up wherever it is in the world and thought, gosh, I feel powerful today. It's not what you feel. I think what I feel every day is responsible. And, you know, by definition, I think being a leader is how you unlock the individual's possibilities, but also the team's collective possibilities. A CEO is accountable for setting direction and strategy, defining culture, and role modeling that more than anybody else, ultimately. The most important thing you do is actually appoint the people to deliver and keep flexing that strategy and making it better together with you. I think it's really, really important to recognize as a leader, you're not some kind of all-powerful superhero that has the answers to everything. I've never believed in that, and sometimes I think it's unfortunate how CEOs are set up in that way, and you know, the media can sometimes reinforce it. You have to be responsible, you have to be accountable, ultimately the buck stops with you, but the best thing you do to multiply your impact is do it through others. We also have to be really careful with our energy allocation. Because I think one of the things that happens when you're in a leadership job, and it's not just as a CEO, I think for all of us, is this consciousness of the impact that you have. You're standing on a stage in a large forum, or you're in a one-on-one with somebody. The transfer of energy you give, whether you come in a bit tired and off a plane,
as you are today, thank you very much.
Makeup helps in those situations, but you know, you can lift someone, you can inspire them, you can clarify for them, you can reassure them. You have to listen really carefully. But I think one of the things I've learned most, it's not that you are powerful, but you need to be acutely conscious of the impact you can have to help people do more and want to do more. But I think I've learned to be more conscious of the impact that you can have and try and pivot more to the positive and minimize the days that don't go well. And by the way, really importantly, when you do make a mistake or not manage something well, go straight back and go, look, I'm sorry. And sometimes explain why, that you know, you may not have been your best self in that review, and everybody's human, so. You think about the world we're operating in now, and everyone here in different industries, it's never been less predictable. As leaders, we're dealing with economic pressures, geopolitical pressures, frankly, social expectations.
Yes.
Whether that's what broader society expects of company, you talk about good companies, or whether it's what I never like the word employees, because it seems to put people on a passive sort of loss of
What word
agency.
do you prefer?
People, you know, but what people expect if they choose to spend some of their life chips with your company, what they expect of us, what the next generation expect, and there's sort of extreme magnification through media and social media of anything we say and do. So I think more than ever, leaders require a level of resilience and agility and an ability to sort of look around corners and sense things and connect at the same time, both for scale and right down to an individual, because work is just a human endeavor of, you know, in our case, 70,000 individuals and all the partners we work with. We've definitely had crosswinds. I bet there isn't a single person in the room who couldn't list a bunch of crosswinds that they've navigated. I think it's important. Someone once said to me that when you're a CEO, you just have to shift your mindset every day coming in to think about what is the pending disaster I'm going to have to manage and crisis I'm going to have to manage today, and it will mean that you explore it with curiosity as opposed to any kind of sense of pressure for the organization. I think what's very important is to be inspired by the positive and the impact, as well as these different challenges that, it's our responsibility to absorb the pressure on. On the metaphor of weather, and only because I'm the daughter of a naval officer, if you're trying to captain a ship, you are setting a direction and you have a clear destination. You need to articulate to people why that is the right place to go, what it is, create a vision of that future.
What about recruiting older people? Is the shape of your workforce going to change? You're going to have a much larger number of older citizens.
Actually, we have the profile of our workforce. The average age is probably slightly higher, just because we have a very highly qualified, I think we've got 15,000 PhDs or something, so we have a very highly qualified R&D organisation. We're all going to be working longer, I think.
So are you keeping people for long?
We have pretty good tenure, actually.
Yeah.
I think, always getting the balance right between refreshing talent and developing talent. I mean, when you think about what's going to inspire people, I think investing in development and investing in leadership skills and management skills is one of the most important things we ever do.
Leaders most need to get better at, one or the other, caring or candor?
I want both.
It's one or the other. Which one?
Candor.
Candor. Would they get better at making friends or making decisions?
Making decisions.
Self-awareness or self-esteem?
Self-awareness.
Holding themselves accountable, holding others accountable?
That one really depends on the leader.
No.
So, well, it's true.
It does. Overall, on average.
Well, I don't know enough. I'm not inside other CEOs' heads. I'm only inside my own.
No.
And that's enough. So.
No, I mean for your leadership.
For me personally?
No, for leadership in GSK. Holding themselves accountable, holding others accountable.
Well, if everyone holds themselves accountable, we'll be fine. So I'll go with that one.
Brilliant, thank you. Courage or collaboration?
I really like both of these things. I think it's like, which of my children do I love most?
Oh, no, Emma, you can't do that to me.
No, so I completely disagree with your question.
Okay. On that note, I think I'll have to bring these to a close. Emma Walmsley, thank you.